Welcome to Online English Institute's Virtual English Learning Series. I'm teacher Julie and I'm going to be your teacher for today's lesson. How are you today? That's good to hear. How's the weather in your city today? Oh, well, here in the Philippines, it's so hot because it's summer season right now. So, without further ado, let's go to our motivational picture and please tell me what you think about it. What can you see in the picture? Okay, so there is a man and a clock in the picture. All right, that's a good answer. Now, what does it tell you? What do these images tell you? Can you think of a one word that would describe this picture? Okay, so what I want you to actually say is the word time, okay? Because this man is trying to check the time on the clock. And the idiom that we're going to discuss today is somehow connected to time because the idiom for today is what we call kill time. I know it might sound a bit scary, but I assure you that our discussion for today would be just all right. So let's go to our material and read the dialogues now. So the idiom of the day is intended for intermediate to advanced level students of English. So now we will read two sets of dialogues between Mary Per and Elaine, and the second one would be between Eric and Brian. Let's read the first set of dialogue first. I will be Mary Per while you will be Elaine, okay? So I'm gonna start now. I am now bored. The train takes so long to arrive. How do we kill time? Your turn, please. That's a good idea. Let me see what app I have on my phone. Your turn. Great job. Now let's go to the second set of dialogue. This time, could you please be Eric while I'll be Ryan? Please start reading now. Maybe we can kill time at Starbucks. Your turn, please. What are we waiting for? Let's go. What a great job you just did reading all those dialogues. Now, do you have any idea what the idiom kill time means? When we say kill time, we are actually talking about doing something that's not really interesting to us, but just because we need the time to pass, we're doing it. All right? So please read the definition for the idiom kill time, please, so that you would understand it better. Please begin reading now. Thank you so much for that. Now, I'd like to focus on the second sentence. We usually use to kill time when we are waiting for something that will take place later. So, killing time involves the in between period, okay, of doing nothing to doing something, all right? So, what you do between nothing or doing nothing at all and doing something is what you call the killing of time, all right? And when we say we are killing time, the things that we do in this period are not really necessary, are not really important for us. We're just letting the time pass, and we just want to do something, anything, even if unnecessary, even if uninteresting, okay? Just to let the time pass for us while we wait for our main activity. All right, so that's kill time. Now let's go to the next section, the vocabulary one. We have 6 words to choose from or to read. So please begin reading now. Very good. Now, this time I'll read it for you and please repeat after me. The first word is bored. Okay. The second, arrive. The third, app. Fourth, flight. Fifth, instinct. The last word, arrive or craving. Okay. Now, let's try to define them one by one. What do we mean by the word bored? This is a much used English word, and I don't think you'll have any difficulty defining this word. So, what do we mean when we say bored? So when we say bored, it's a state or a kind of feeling, an uncomfortable feeling that is a result of inactivity. So when we are doing nothing or when we are doing something that is repetitive in nature or there's nothing new in our activity, we tend to feel bored. So that's quite a negative feeling that we need to address, okay, by doing something unique or something different. Okay, so just remember that when we say bored, it's not a good feeling. It's a feeling of emptiness. It's a feeling of wanting something new. Okay, so let's go to the next word, arrive. What is the meaning of the word arrive? So, arrive is a verb that means to come at a certain place or a certain situation. Okay? So that is the word arrive. Let me also remind you that you can actually pause the video after I say the question, what is the meaning of the word blank? You may pause the video for a while so that you can say your answer without any interruptions by me. And just play the video again so that you would know the answer for that. Okay? So let's go to the third word, app. This is a very modern terminology or word. What is an app? You can pause the video now. So an app is a software that you usually download from the internet to any of your mobile devices, and it performs a particular action. So an example of app is the game Candy Crush. Do you know Candy Crush? That's my favorite game app in my phone. Okay, I just can't show you my phone right now because I'm using it as a lighting device. But yes, I have Candy Crush app in my phone. What app do you have in your mobile phone? That's really interesting. So that is an app, okay? It's a short term or a short word for application, okay? I have to remind you, or I have to point out though, that this word is a jargon. It's considered a jargon, okay? It's a jargon that is related only to technology, okay? We cannot associate the word app to the usual word application because it might have another meaning. The noun application has another meaning, like you're applying for a job, okay? But the word app has become an exclusive word that is related to technology. So that's what I am referring to. Okay, so now let's go to the word flight. What is the meaning of the word flight? You may pause the video now. So the word flight is actually a noun which refers to the act of flying, okay? And when we say flight, we usually use it in situations when we have to travel from one place to another. Okay? So, as used in our second dialogue, Eric said, we've got 4 long hours until our flight leaves. Okay? So, they're actually waiting for their aircraft that will take them from one place, from the current place they are in, to another. So that is flight. It may refer to the act of flying or the equipment that is used to transport them from one place to another. All right? So let's go to the word instinct. What is the word instinct? You may pause the video again now. So instinct is a word, it's actually a noun, which refers to a natural feeling or an automatic feeling about something. So that is an instinct. So have you heard of the phrase mother's instinct? Okay, so if in case you have heard about it, a mother's instinct is a kind of feeling that only mothers can feel towards their children. Okay, they just know. You don't have, or they don't have any reasons for feeling so, but they just know something. Okay, they automatically know something. They automatically feel something. Okay, without any further justifications, just an instinct. Okay, so that is the word instinct. Now let's go to the last vocabulary word, craving. What is the meaning of the noun craving? You may pause the video now. The noun craving means a sudden liking for someone or for something. Okay? No, 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 no. Um, Not someone, but something. Okay? Because when we say craving, it almost always refers to things, not people. All right? So let me clarify on that. Craving is a sudden liking for something. More often, uh, more often than not, it refers to food that you are craving about. Okay? You may also associate craving to events or activities. Like, for example, you say, I am suddenly craving for mountain hiking. So it means that you are suddenly, or you suddenly want to go mountain hiking. Okay? So that is the word craving. Now, so much for our vocabulary terms. Now, let's go to the grammar point. Our grammar of the day is all about nouns. Okay? I know we have already discussed about nouns, but this time around we will discuss a specific type of noun called proper nouns. So what do we mean by the proper nouns? What are they? And how are they used in words or in sentences? Why do we have proper nouns? So let's try to figure that out by reading the definition, please. Please start reading now. Thank you so much for that. Now, as you or yes, you have already read in our definition, proper nouns are the types of nouns that refer to specific titles, okay? Specific names. Writers of English would usually write proper nouns in a capital manner, okay, or they capitalize the names of these proper nouns so that they would be able to distinguish it from the common nouns. So you have two confusing words right there. There, proper nouns and common nouns. So don't worry, because when we say the examples, I think you can finally figure out the difference between common noun and proper noun. So here they are. The examples are here. Starbucks. That's my favorite place. Okay, so Starbucks is a proper noun that refers to a brand of coffee or a place where you have your coffee. I think I have to correct that. Okay, so that's a coffee shop actually, right? So the common noun is a coffee shop, all right? But the proper noun for that, it has to have a title, okay? It has to be a specific title for it to become a proper noun. So the proper noun there is the word Starbucks, okay? The second example is iPhone. iPhone is the proper noun and the common noun is the brand of cell phone, okay? That is where it is categorized. Okay, cell phone. What kind of cell phone? Or what brand of cell phone? iPhone. That's a proper noun because it's a specific name for a cell phone. Okay? Now let's go to the third bullet. We're talking about a game app here. The common noun is game app. So what game app are we talking about? Candy Crush. Okay? So the name of the game app is Candy Crush. So you have to write all of these proper nouns in capital letters, okay, because they are names of specific entities, okay. Next word is Philippines. That's our country, okay. So country, that's the common noun. Philippines, proper noun. How about you? Where do you live? So always remember that when you write proper nouns, it has to be always capitalized. That's why whenever you write your name or the name of your country, it is always capitalized. It always begins with a big letter. Okay? Now, let's go to the last bullet. Very easy. It's a name of a person and it's Rick. Okay, how about me? What's my name? My name is Julie, so I write Julie with a big J because it's a proper noun. Okay, so there you have it for our lesson for today. Before we go, I want to uh, stress something about the app. Okay, so it is a short term for application and it is a kind of software that can be installed in a mobile device which performs a specific purpose. Actually, I did mention about this a while ago. It's just um, recapitulation of what I've said. So, there you have it. Let me give you a quick wrap up of today's discussion. Our idiom of the day is kill time, and we've read two sets of dialogues between Marifer and Elaine, as well as Eric and Ryan. Now, we also discovered the definition of the idiom kill time, and we've learned that this is all about doing something that is not very interesting because you just let the pass or let the time pass. Okay, so it's something that you do between doing nothing and doing something. All right. Now we also discussed six vocabulary words: bored, arrive, app, light, instinct, and craving. Lastly, we also discussed about the grammar point proper nouns. So thank you so much for today. Thank you for attending or thank you for viewing our video here in OEI. If you wish to book your lessons with us, please do not hesitate to visit our website. That's onlineenglishinstitute.org, or you can also visit our Facebook account. That's facebook.com/onlineenglishinstitute for more updates and freebies. I hope to see you in one of our classes. Again, this is me, Teacher Julie, signing off. Goodbye and have a nice day ahead.